been a couple months since we've seen you.
Yeah.
More than a couple, really.
Yeah.
Is that kind of layoff? Is that good for you? Do you prefer to do
Uh,
it quicker?
yeah, personally, I would love to fight a little quicker. Fortunately, in between that time, I did a grappling
Yeah.
match and whatnot, and so I did have something that I could, get the blood flowing with
Yeah.
and whatnot. But
I mean, that itches that kind of the competitive spirit. Does it? I mean, does it do anything for you when it comes to an actual fight this week? Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I think any big competition, especially against a high level guy like Jake is, I think helps. But yeah, personally, I would like to fight a little more frequently, and just the scheduling just didn't work out or whatever, and so we're here now.
What was it like being in there with somebody like him? I mean, I know it's not a fight, but
Yeah.
like you said, that's a huge name. It's kind of a legend in the field. And
Yeah.
what was that process like for you?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was humbling. It was all different things. I went out there and I was able to test myself against one of the best, and I felt like I was right there with him the whole time, and so it gave me a little confidence too. And Jake's such a stud, and he's of course, as you said it yourself, a legend, and his knowledge of jiu-jitsu and grappling is so high that I was definitely on my toes the whole time, and but I was looking for little openings for myself as well, and I believed that I could win, and unfortunately he beat me on the control time, but all the way up to it, I believe that I had what it took to beat him, but didn't happen that night, but it was a great learning experience.
Back in Connecticut again this week, second Bellator fight in Connecticut.
Yeah.
There's a few shows coming up in California just down the coast. I mean, would you prefer to be on one of those shows, or
Yeah,
just
man.
traveling across the country?
I'm cool with wherever, honestly. The California show is cool too, but I love coming to Connecticut. I love the East Coast,
I
and
mean, you could still go out there and get like a super fast win on Saturday night, and then
yeah,
the
but
case
hey,
is right
I am
back
completely
back
up.
in there, right?
I am absolutely up for that. But yeah, I've got a tough opponent Saturday night, and so I expect it, to be a tough fight. And but man, I'm ready if the opportunity came in. I would love that. But
Take me back to February, to your debut with Bellator. Was it everything you wanted it to be, everything you hoped for it to be? Obviously, a first-round finish is going to be great for anybody.
Yeah.
But did that sort of help kind of get the first time in Bellator jitters out of the way, and now you know what to expect this week, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was my first time being at a Bellator
Sure,
show
yeah.
for one, and the production's amazing. It's so cool and such a fun environment, and so definitely, it's different than any other show that I've fought on, and I've been to the biggest shows and been all over and watched fights, and it's just got a different feel to it. So for sure, there's something to be said coming back for your second fight, and going so on and so forth. So I think it helped out a lot, and it was a great learning experience too. And fortunately, it all went the way that we could have hoped to get out of there with a first round finish. So I feel like I'm prepared for Saturday night.
Tell me about Joseph Career a little bit. I know this is an opponent switch for you.
Yeah.
And did that kind of throw anything into any kind of upheaval, or was it just?
No, I have the philosophy and the mindset, to focus on what I'm doing, and I'm still fairly young in the game, and I'm still working to become the best Austin possible. So I'm working on my skill set now, and they really, all that mattered was, all right, is he southpaw, orthodox? What do we have? As far as footwork and whatnot, and other than that, it's another opponent, and all respect to him, and the other opponents as well. He'll be a tough fighter for sure, but I'm confident in myself, and I'm confident in my training leading up to it, and I'm excited for Saturday.
This is obviously up 15 from sort of normal, 10 from last time.
Yeah.
What's that like, not having to worry about those extra pounds?
Man,
Feel
it's
good?
yeah, it feels good. It I dieted down from I got my weight down a little bit where it should be a fairly it'll still be a good cut, not crazy, but you know, still have to cut and work for it and stuff, but it feels good, you know, mentally. It was funny, our last trip to Connecticut last time, we kind of had some travel issues, and we ran into some delays yesterday too, but the stress level for me was like not even close to last
Yeah.
night, because you know, I knew we'd get here in enough time, and I got time to do it.
Is
So
185 something you would think about or consider as a home? Or do
yeah,
you feel like 170 is where you would have the most success?
yeah, you know, we're kind of using this fight as kind of a gauge, you know, and see how I felt. When I was an amateur, I think I fought up at 205 for a fight. You know, of course it's amateur level and stuff, but no, the weight cutting thing, it's tough, man, and it's especially, you know, when you're cutting 30 pounds, or you know, you're trying to get down that far. So you know, I go back and forth on it every day. You know, some days I wake up and, you know, I get training and check my weight. I'm like, man, I could go, you know, I could make 170, and of course I know I can always make it. It's just, do I want to do that to my body and continue to do that? You know, I'm in this sport for the long run, and I want to be in this for a long time. And you know, I think a heavy weight cut, you know, it decreases that time for sure.
What is sort of the hope on Saturday night? You feel like go out there and get a quick finish again like last time and continue to make that big impression on the bosses, and because it might make sort of a climb up the ranks that much faster?
Yeah, for sure. I think most importantly, just go out and be the best Austin Vanderford possible, and then whatever happens from there happens. But you know, the goal is always to go out and look good, and typically in our minds, if we go out and look good and perform good, then you know, we're gonna have good results. And for me, a good result's a first round finish, or you know, or a finish of any sort. But most importantly, go out and, you know, showcase the skill set that I know I have, and just be the best me possible, and then everything will take care of itself.